Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to a brand new campaign right here on the Grouch Couch. For this campaign, we will be playing the Sentinel Comics Rpg. We will be doing superheroes in a futuristic dystopian city. For this campaign, I will be your lovely game moderator, Turkey. Thank you all so much for joining us. Cheers to ya. Hey.
Cheers.
Now, for this lovely campaign, I am joined by three amazing role players and actors, technically professional, I guess. First up, our lovely lad, Connor, aka Psycho Stash, will be playing Sergeant Krieger, the photographer, a marksman. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited about this new season. Holy cow, dude. Gonna fuck some shit up tonight. I'm just drinking some cherry Pepsi out of a can because we don't got flagons no more, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Dang old don't need them.
Cheers.
Second up, our lovely, lovely friend, my best friend of coming up on 13 years, Fishy Von Fishes, will be playing Wilson Wright, or Wild Shape, a shapeshifter. Shapeshifts into farm animals. What's up, Fishy? How you doing?
That's right. I'm very excited. We've been doing this for almost like 4 years, and I wouldn't have to say that we're nowhere near professionals. Also, modern setting, modern water bottles. I got
invisible water bottles.
What about you?
Cheers, buddy.
Superhero.
Modern problems requires modern solutions.
That's fucking right. And last, but very much so not least, the brand newest member of the Grouch Couch crew, if we could get some emotes in chat, is Children of Proteus, aka Fish Daddy, the lovely, wonderful comic book artist and actor and role player. We love her, you know her. We'll be playing Ginger Constance, aka Astral Velocity, the Speedster. How's it going, Proteus?
Oh, it's going amazing! I'm awake, and I'm ready to start zooming.
That's good news.
And I'm also gonna stay hydrated.
And the final, but of course, the most chaotic player of this lovely campaign is Chat, the formerly named Court of Chaos. All of these lovely, amazing people, YouTube, you can see here in chat. If you're watching on YouTube, come join us on Twitch live every Sunday at 4 p.m. PST. All the lovely, amazing chat members, thank you all so much for being here. Certifiable Sora, Gala, Trashcan, Peppero, hi Peppero, our lovely artist. Hello, Yuki. What's up, Yuki? Gala, I think I already said Gala. Hi, I see Sprinkles in there too. Big Jim Slade from Big Jim Slade Gaming. Moby, what's up? This is the brand new season. Very excited to be here. This is so exciting. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us and being here and being awesome. It is time for us to run the intro and get into the role-playing and the story of our amazing campaign. Let's go! Hello. Welcome back. So excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna turn up the tunes while I give us a little bit of a description about our story, all right? That was a big one. It's a big one. Here we go. I'm so excited. All right. Our story starts as any good superhero story does. in the center of Intox City, a huge, futuristic metropolis city full of districts, suburbs, and shopping centers. And like with the beginning of any good story, the city is changing, and, unaware to its populace, it's on the verge of crumbling. Today, there is a huge celebration in this city's district's central area. Because President Rufflecock and the mayor of this district have announced the grand opening of the Hall of Heroes. And, for one reason or another, each one of our heroes of this story have decided to attend. Now, in our first comic panel, we see a dark, dingy storage unit decked out with rifles, guns, and old ripped-up tech. The photographer is gathering his things to head out to catch the 5:15 bus to downtown. His sidekick, friend, and upgraded washing machine and home defense system, General Electric, speaks up and says, "Sergeant Krieger, sir, where are you headed?"
Well, General, I'm heading down to that grand opening of that superhero place. It seems like it'd be a good place to get a hot dog, you know? Something like that. Not because I'm interested in being in the hall or anything. It's not like...
Would you like me to add hot dogs to your shopping list?
No, cancel. Cancelled. Yeah. Wait. You got my baby wipes on there, right?
Would you like me to add the soft ones, sir?
Yeah, my asshole has been hurting just a little too much lately. I don't need, sandpaper wipes on there.
Done. Other than that, sir, would you like me to lock up when you leave?
Yeah, please do that.
Done. Anything else you need?
Nothing I need, General. Just do your best to keep yourself entertained while I'm gone.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Can
also,
I use... Yes?
while I'm gone, can you feed, Julius Squeezer?
Feed the snake. Yes, sir. Would you like me to feed him rats?
Yeah, please, actually.
Yes, sir. From the rat box. Although,
Cool.
we do need more. Astral velocity has been eating them again.
God damn it. That's disgusting. She knows it does things like eat people, right?
Yes.
Ugh. And then whatever. As long as I don't have to touch him, do whatever you gotta do to refill the rat stock, okay?
Rat stock. Refilling. Yes, sir. While you are gone, can I use the fast rinse cycle on myself for fun?
Sure, go nuts. Whatever you want.
I should also explain General Electric is a washing machine on wheels. If anyone missed session 0. Yes, sir. Okay. Have a good time. So,
right.
One thing I will say, Krieger, photographer, what would you like me to call you as the game moderator?
I know, superhero name I chose is, it's kind of long. I guess you could just, as long as it's just you that's calling me Krieger, it's fine. And, maybe the other players, but I'd prefer the, the bad guys to call me the photographer.
Okay. So, also the Court of Chaos chat. Don't call him Krieger, chat. They're gonna do it now.
Oh,
'Tis a
great.
rule. Yes. Alright, so, you, Krieger, you leave your fancy-dancy storage unit. That, yes, by the way, chat, does look like Wisconsin in the 70s, but if you missed session 0, I'm sorry about that. So, you leave your fancy-dancy storage unit, shutting it behind you. And when you do, you can hear General Electric locking all of the locks and then you put in your key code into the pad, and you head out. You head out to the road just on time as the bus arrives. Now, we are in a futuristic dystopian city, so of course, it's kind of like a hover bus with lights on the bottom of it. Now, the doors swing wide open, and inside the bus is Mr. Wells, the bus driver. You have gotten to know Mr. Wells pretty well over the years, as he always drives by your storage area. He is a balding, heavy-set man with, like, gold chains, and you can see he's got, like, mustard stains all over his uniform. And he turns to you, and he's like, "Hey, photographer, how's the guns? Good to see you."
The guns are doing good, Wells. Hey, is that a new stain?
Yeah, I had a bratwurst this morning. You know, brats are actually kind of hard to come by today, so I spent top dollar on it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, I'm actually going over to this, opening of that Hero Hall or whatever, but I heard they got some pretty good hot dogs over there.
Yeah, I heard Tyson Chicken was actually sponsoring the whole thing. And me, I stay away from that shit. No chicken for me, no thanks.
Yeah, only the byproducts, that's the good stuff.
To the nerd herd,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
dang
yeah, yeah.
nerd.
Uncivil, what's up, dude, for the 3 months? Thank you for the sub, my God. Cheers.
Oh no, I didn't think my mask
Cheers.
through. Cheers.
Oh. We've discovered our first issue, everybody. Yeah, gotta get him some straws. That's what's up. What if we nickname Krieger as Krieg Girl? Ooh, you going to get in trouble? You going to get shot?
Maybe.
That's Julius Squeezer's dad. There you go. Anyways, yeah, only the byproducts. Anyways, is that where you're headed?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
All right.
Do you need
We'll hop
fare
on.
this time? You want me to pay the fare?
Yeah, I mean, like last time I ended up covering for you. It would be nice. I mean, do you have fare this time?
Yeah. Here's just keep the change, man. I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like in this world, there is no cash currency. There is no change. So what you have is your own like customized card that you kind of whip out, and it's very thin and cylindrical, but then whenever you pull it out of it pops out a screen. It's kind of like the new age phone, and then you swipe that over top of this bus change thing. Swipe it. And then it goes diddle-diddling and lights up, and he's like, "All right, photographer, go ahead, pick your seat, and we'll be right on our way."
All right, cool. Thanks, Wells.
You're welcome. All right. Now, on the next page of our comic, we see the inside of a suburban home. Hold on, I gotta burp. Never mind. We see the inside of a suburban home. It is nicely decorated, but the pictures on the walls of the whole family seem a little old and kind of outdated. We see the home is nicely kept together, but it has a little bit of mess and shows signs of a single father keeping the place as clean as he possibly can. Standing in the kitchen, we see Wilson Wright, Wild Shape, gathering his things to head out for the night. Just as you're gathering your things, there is a knock at the door. And you rush over to the door and push the button on the door as it swooshes open. Because again, futuristic city. And standing there is the babysitter. She is a young high school kid, her face deep in her futuristic phone, much similar to the card I just explained that Krieger had earlier. And without looking up at her phone, the screen going crazy with colors, she says to you, "Oh, hey, Mr. Wilson, I'm here."
Now, thanks, Tiffany. Now, you remember what I said about feeding Willie after 9 o'clock, all right? You hear? After he gets them sweets after 9 o'clock, he doesn't like waking up in the morning to go to school. So I need you to be on top of him. Well, don't be on top of him. Don't. Anyways, I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'm running late.
Yeah.
There's the Hall of Heroes opening.
9 o'clock.
and-
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So when are you gonna get
anyways,
home? Like when are you gonna be back so I can go home?
I should be back before not too late. Before dawn, I tell you what.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to pay me extra if I'm here all night again.
Yeah, I know. And I left a little extra for some pizza money on the counter, so yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Okay.
And she pushes
All
past you and goes in and sits down on your sofa, still without even looking up at her phone. Now, before you head off to catch the bus, is there anything else you want to do? Oh, yes. For anyone who missed Session 0, Willie Wright is Wilson Wright's son.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Gala, for helping out. Yeah, thank you. That is
Before I head out the door, I look up to the wall. There's a picture next to my front door of me and a very beautiful blonde lady standing in front of a barn with a little tiny baby boy. It looks also old and outdated. He sighs a little bit and then continues to head out.
Cute. You head out to the road just on time as the bus arrives. Again, it's a futuristic bus. There are LEDs all over it. The windows are fairly blacked out, and the doors swing wide open. And who is it but Mr. Wells, the driver you've gotten to know pretty well over the years. Again, pretty heavy-set man, no hair. He turns to you, and at this point, are you in superhero costume? Are you still in your secret identity clothes?
I think I would still be in my secret identity clothes, which I will have to find because imaginary is always difficult when playing out scenes. But
That's
it's
cool.
a super simple. I will find it. But I am in my ordinary civilian clothes.
So he knows
So I
you as
guess
that
I'll
then,
do
and
this.
he turns and he goes, "Hey, Wilson, how you doing?"
How's it going, Mr. Wales? How's the dusty old trail?
It's pretty good. They totally offered me a raise recently. I think that's because, I'm literally always on this bus, and they've seen my worthwhile. So, how's the kid?
Oh, he's getting big. His powers should be kicking in here soon, so that's quite scary. But anyway,
Sorry,
is
one
that
of my-
a new stain you got on
One of
there?
my passengers' phones just went off. I told you no phones on the bus. All right.
No,
It is a new stain. I was just telling photographer back there. You look, and he's photographer sitting in the seat. He's like, I was just telling him. Also, sorry, I got distracted. Drexel! Welcome to the shit show, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. I was just telling your buddy, I actually managed to get my hands on a bratwurst today, so that's very exciting.
Oh man, Mr. P was telling me that they're going to have some Grand Slam hot dogs down there at the opening of the Hall of Heroes. I think you should grab one.
Yeah, maybe if I have the time. I think once I get there, I'm just gonna be running my routes, but we'll see. Anyways, you always pay your fare. You're gonna pay today?
Well, of course. And then, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pay for the next person behind me. A pay it forward kind of situation. Trying to make this a better world.
You know what they say, Wilson. Not all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes wear capes.
That
That's so
deserves a
nice of you.
drink.
Cheers. Set me up, dog.
Cheers.
All right. You pull out your futuristic device, you swipe it on the pedestal, and it lights up, diddling, and then you head to the back. Now, do you sit next to the photographer or in a seat in front of him? Where do you sit?
I would definitely sit right next to him.
Okay. You guys sit right down next to each other. All right. Ready? On the next page of our comic, we see this district's. Damn it, Connor, I'm echoing through you. It's freaking me out. I mean, Krieger, not Connor. Sorry. At least it's only tied. 1 and can be easily removed. There you go. Capes are dangerous. You get sucked into a plane engine, and you're just done. Yeah.
I would love to be sucked off by a plane.
Moving on. On the next page of our comic, we see this district's theme park.
Got rubber bullets. Okay.
The Bone Breaker Amusement Park, named after its creator, Arthur Bonebreaker, a retired villain. It is a beautiful place with flowers and nature all over the place. It's kind of one of the nicer places in the city. Although, most of its rides are just kiddie trains and kissy tunnels, so it doesn't get a lot of service. But we see Ginger Constance, aka Astral Velocity, with a mop and bucket. You just got done cleaning up Kid Barf, and you're headed over to clock out for the day, in hopes to meet up with your friends on time. Because for a speedster, you don't want to be late. Again. But as you're heading over to the break room, you're interrupted by your boss, Mr. Biggs. He is a 3-foot-tall man who's balding, but he's got like hair all around here, really extra long. And he rides around in a sleek, hovering disc with screens and buttons all over it that he sits in that floats about 3 foot off the ground, so he meets you at eye level. And he looks right at you and he's like, Ginger, please tell me you haven't been eating out of the trash again.
Well, I mean, I've not been eating out of the trash again. Just, sometimes a hot dog.
When you're wearing the Bonebreaker uniform, eating out of the trash, the patrons of the theme park come to me and tell me. And if I get one more complaint that you're eating trash, you will be fired.
I just, I need this job, so I'll just make sure nobody sees me. How's that?
Whatever it takes. But if I hear about it one more time, you will be fired.
You think for a place run by former supervillains, I'd be cool with you eating out of the garbage, but whatever.
This is a business, Ginger! This is a business! And he floats off. You head over to your locker in the ladies' locker room and input your code into your locker, and the door swooshes open. Inside, you see a dead rat, aka a snack, and your superhero costume. Before you head off, do you put on your costume? What do you do?
Put it on the way. Once I get out of here, I can go fast enough that no one can see me while I'm changing. I'll just bring it with me.
Okay. I have to shout this out in chat. Trash Can said, trash is friends, not food. Yes, buddy. Yeah. Fucking cheers, man. Mm-hmm.
I'll eat you only if it's consensual.
That's right. Okay, so one other question for you. You are a speedster, but do you go and ride the bus with your friends out of solidarity? Or do you just speed there?
I'm usually late if I just try to meet them there. So if I meet them on the bus, we can all show up at the same time.
Yeah, smart. Let me fix you here. All right, so you grab your costume and a beam of purple disappear. And you go right past Mr. Biggs and you spin him in a circle and he's like, "Wah! What was that?" And then you right out of there and you get to the bus station a little bit early. And you're kind of standing there waiting, tapping your toes. And then you get impatient. So you go to the previous bus stop. And you get there. And then the bus pulls up. And the door swings open, and it is someone that you're not really familiar with, but you've heard your two friends say good things about, Mr. Wells. He looks down at you and he's like, "Hey, I think I know you. You looking for a ride?" What? Say that again.
How fast does it go? Oh my gosh, yes! How fast does it go?
Well, regulation speed limit here in the city is only 120. So that's about as fast as I can go.
I mean, I bet you could kick it into high gear if you wanted to.
Well, how about this? You pay me an extra fare or bring me a gift next time and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What are you into? Are you into, like, smoothies or, like, trash burgers? Maybe, like, a hot dog or a rat? Like, what are you into, boo? I got you!
Sweetheart, where are you from?
Down the road?
Uh-huh. Alright, well, just get on the bus. Let's get out of here.
Thanks, Boo
And
Bear!
You step up there and he's like, "Well, the guy back there already paid for you, so congratulations. Yeah, find a seat." And you see your two friends sitting back there. Where do you go? Where do you sit?
I mean, let's sit with my friends!
Okay. Sit right down next to them. And all three of our heroes are together on their way to the city square of this district to get there for the opening of the Hall of Heroes. Here you guys are on the bus.
What a
This
wonderfully
is not
wheeled
what
hover
I
bus.
imagine a flying hover bus would
Hey,
look
you
like.
know what?
Although
We do
I
what
did
we
not
can.
I did not know this is the transportation we would be taking during this time. There's still wheels on here. Why does it need wheels if it hovers?
Only missing Big Jim's mug on the front. You ain't wrong.
That guy's looking at
Hi,
me
Big
funny.
Jim. Yeah.
The
Okay, so
fact
this is the
that
first
all
time
the
you guys
buses
have
aren't, like Big Jim's like a busing company.
They
it
fucking
bothers the
should be.
fucking- Yeah,
It is
there
now.
should be.
You have a good point. Mr. Wells yells back on the microphone and he's like, hold on. He's like, "Well, thank you all for choosing Big Jim's Bussin' Company. Of course, we are sponsored by Mandroid here for the Big Jim Bussin' Company. Thank you all. Now we're just about 10 minutes off from the city district, so yeah, get comfy." Fair? Canon now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I killed a bad guy over there.
Draw card is off,
last
guys.
week.
Oh,
Don't be shooting people. So, this is the first time you guys have seen each other in a little while. It's been a couple of days. So before we arrive at the city center, the district, is there anything you guys want to talk about before you get there? It's been a little bit. Let me change up our background. And yes, Gala draw card's off. I didn't have enough time to update it, but hopefully by next week we'll see what happens. Where's
Are
our
we just
bus?
here to get the free hot dogs? Or did we actually want to go look inside the Hall of Heroes?
Well, I mean, we could take a peek. I mean, there could be a chance that, like, maybe we're in there. Like, maybe we wanted to be in there for, some reason, to be
know,
recognized.
Mr.
But,
P-
I mean, I don't really care about that or anything.
I never thought you would have the ambitions to be in the Hall of Heroes.
I
But
don't.
I'm sure
I don't have
Astral would love to see a little bit of history was part of our dimension.
Yeah! Oh my gosh! Like I'm like always like so confused on like what came first, the revolution or like the Civil War? Like which way does it go? Because we had like 7 in my dimension and like oh my gosh, let's just set some things straight. Like when did you guys get superheroes? How does that work? And why weren't you forced to fight to the death?
Well, I bet that the Hall of Heroes will answer all them questions once we get there. So, I guess we just have to grab a hot dog and stand in line and see what the Hall of Heroes is all about.
Okay. All right. Well, our 3 heroes together, you 3, step off of the Mandroid branded bus and arrive in this district city square. Now, with I had a note in here to ask you if you were in superhero clothes or not, but I think we've already kind of covered that. Did any of you change on the bus? All right.
I was already in my my costume.
Word.
I guess I'll change into mine. All right, there we go.
Nice. All right, you guys step off the bus together, and as each of you step off the bus driver you've all gotten to know fairly well, Mr. Wells turns to you guys, and he's like, well, all right, you three, don't be causing trouble. I'm gonna go run my route, do my best, working for the city.
Cool, man. Try to get another stain on your shirt for me.
I'll do my best, it's my way of fighting back against the company, they hate it, all right.
It's like
All right.
art. Cool art.
It's like real nice art. All right, let me change our background here, as we are in a new area. Woo! Intro done, boys. Cheers. That was fun. That was a fun bit. It's a good opener. Where the heck am I? Here I am. Chat, how you guys doing, chat? You guys hanging in there? You having a good old dang old time? Remember which one I had set. Ooh, something just happened and I can't see it. It's this one. Here we go.
I can't either.
Activated Chaos Karaoke. All right. Before the next break, feel free to pick something if you want. But we may pick something
that we may know.
Hanging slightly to the right. Nice,
Don't
buddy.
choose like Guitar Hero songs where they're like good bands but songs we never heard of. Hate that.
Hell yeah. All right. Stepping out into the city square, you each see that this place is set up to celebrate the opening of the Hall of Heroes. There is a huge building in the center of this area that is really nice. It's got lights all over it, huge futuristic signs. But down on the ground, there are a couple food stalls set up by Tyson Chicken, selling fried foods. There are huge futuristic screens that are basically billboards, and they have flashes of promos for the opening. Hall of Heroes tonight, sponsored by Tyson. And you can see pictures of President Rufflecock and the mayor together, holding big ol' thumbs up. There is a bounce house and a couple of those fair stalls to, throw the rings over the bottles and then get a stuffed animal. But all the stuffed animals are the famous heroes of the city. There is a huge crowd all around, eating food and talking amongst themselves. You can see there are large stairs that lead up to the center of the building, and there is a ribbon that goes around it, a large red ribbon. What do you guys do?
I would like to go up to some of these superheroes, these main superheroes, and can you describe to me what they look like and what their powers may or may not be as
Sure.
a general, like who's the A team of Intoxicity if we the C team?
Yeah, Intox City. So one of the stuffed animals you see and you recognize is the Amazing Armwin. The Amazing Armwin is dressed in full green leathers, and he's got a crossbow and a couple of bows on his back. Yeah. Wait, what was that? Was that a motorcycle? I thought one of you went,
No,
And
that was a motorcycle.
I don't have a list yet. I didn't have time, but I really want to make versions of our old heroes and stuff and make them like in this, you know what I mean? This area. So why don't you explain to me a stuffed animal that you might see?
Stuffed animal that I might see.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Chat, if you have any ideas too, go on ahead. Throw them in chat.
Good one. I see a stuffed animal of this man, but he's kind of tiger-like, and he has claws and he has got fangs. He also does cereal commercials too. I've seen around.
They're great.
Yeah, they are great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're okay, but
The superhero that transforms into a tiger is like Ferocious Felix.
Ferocious Felix. That's a good name.
Yeah.
And it's just like I imagine him being really buff and like kind of like Beast. but,
Proteus.
Uh,
Hold your hand up to your camera like this. There you go. Now pull it away. There you go. We gotta fix that autofocus. There we go. Why y'all just naming animals? Name superheroes, you damn nerds! What the fuck? Mr. Bones, aka Rashiel. Oh shit, that's pretty good. Mr. Bones. Wonder what his superpowers were. Shit, that's pretty good.
Probably being an asshole.
Yeah, being a fucking whole ass fucking asshole. That's right. Okay, so you head over to look at the stuffed animals. Does anyone else do anything in this city square before we get the party started?
I'm gonna take a turn on the bounce house.
Nice. So you run over to the bounce house, and it's lots of different colors, but it's mostly red, and it's got a huge net, and there are like dozens of little kids in there. And you can see that all of them are taking their shoes off before they get inside, and you run over there, and you can see one of the parents looks at you like, what? And then you climb on the inside and begin bouncing with all these little kids. And all of them start like falling over, and you're like kicking them and shit.
Okay, I'm done.
You get out and the parents are like, oh, come on, Timmy. They like pull their crying kids out of the fucking bounce house and walk away with them. In Wild Shape, you see this go down. Like all these kids are like crying, and you just see the photographer walking away from this bounce house.
Wait, you guys don't want a picture? I can take your picture real quick. Oh shit. That's not it.
You can't do that.
I get them confused. It's the same thing to me.
You don't even have your camera on you.
I got something in here. Wait. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah,
Brittany
yeah,
the
yeah.
fighter.
Hey, yeah, you want a toy gun? I think it's a toy gun. Let's check. Yeah, it's a toy. It's a toy gun. Here, kid. Here, take the fucking gun.
You throw it at... Okay. That's fine,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go tell your friends how cool I am.
King Rufflecock. President Rufflecock is the president of Intox City. Hell yeah. We've got Big Dicker Merman, the superhero from last season. Nice. Brittany the fighter. Nice. The Reverend, just holding a book. He's like, what the fuck's his name? Doctor Strange, but it's fucking Reverend. All right. Last question here. Astral, is there anything you want to do in this whole area? Anything at all?
Ring toss, ring toss, ring toss. I want
Alright.
to play the ring toss.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, so everybody knows that these are just set up by grifters.
Herd, you dang nerd.
Cheers, Dirk Kitten. Thank you.
Cheers,
5
Dirk
months in
Kitten.
a row. Thank you.
Here's their kitten.
I mean, everybody knows these are set up by grifters. I used to run scams like this all the time. It's fine. What you do is you like up the ante with the guy who's playing, like the guy that's running it, so they let you play for free, and then you throw all the rings at once, and you can get usually about 3 out of 5, like at the same time.
Okay.
Automatic prize.
Okay. Since this here is a chance of luck, why not make this our first dice roll of this whole campaign? Oh, why not? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a dice here very quickly. And if we get above, let's say, an 8, then you win a stuffed animal. And I'll let you pick one. All right? Here we go. That's a 3. You don't win. All the rings scatter everywhere. And he's like, oh, better luck next time. Better luck next time.
Give a dice.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. First one of the season. Thanks, Certifiable. Count it. That's a 2. It's even worse. Some of them fall on the ground. It's awful. It's awful. And the dice rolls are right here, everybody, just so you can see them. Here they are. Rolled a 12, got a 2.
Man, are you rolling for velocity?
I'm rolling for luck. That's what I'm doing.
Rolling for luck?
Yeah, I don't really think this would be an overcome action. Do you think we should make this an overcome action? Do you want to do an overcome action on the rings?
I don't.
Astral?
I mean, you don't really need powers or anything for this. It would just,
That's what I
like,
was
if
thinking.
best.
You're telling me you are not using your powers to win at the fucking cheat and ring toss game?
I
What's wrong
mean,
with you? Now I want you to get in there, use your powers, and win by cheating at the cheat and winning game. Go on. Do the overcome action thing.
All right, so how this works, you pick a power. I think your background's still this other one. Let me fix it. You pick a power, and then you pick a quality, and our status is still currently green. So a power and a quality is what you pick.
can I pick intangibility and self-discipline?
As long as
To-
you can make that make sense.
No, so
Is-
like this is my thought, is that like I can go so fast I'm intangible. You can't see me, can't touch me. I move so fast and place the rings on each of the little bottles and
This is
use
so
my
much
self-discipline
better.
to do so.
Fiction-wise, good on you, Fishy. Good on you.
Use
Good on
your
you for
fucking powers.
explaining
I
it.
don't know who Fishy
Good
is,
on
but
ya.
use your fucking powers.
Wild shape. That's so much better. Just visualizing you with these little red rings, and you're just like a purple streak, and they're all of them just land perfectly. But first, you gotta roll for it. So, pick your 3, and then hit the roll button. Oh, you did. You did. Okay, I didn't hear it. You
Still
got a
didn't get
4,
up to date.
a 4, and a 6. So your mid is what we always choose in this system, unless stated otherwise. Your mid roll is a 4. Now, on a 4, the action succeeds, but with a minor twist. If you want the action to succeed, or you can just fail.
Let's do a minor twist, baby.
Okay. So, I have a bunch here. This is the first one. Let's see here. What makes sense? What makes sense?
Phil.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. How bad do you want this? Okay. So, you run around super fast. But in the back of this area, there are a bunch of, like, chemicals that this carny has been using to lube up all of these bottles to stop people from winning. And while you're running around back there, one of your feet dip inside of the chemicals and it burns. And you're going to take damage equal to your mid or your min die, which is 4. So it succeeds, and all of them are done, but your foot burns up a little bit, and you take 4 whole damage.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay.
What's a little blister on the toes?
What's a little blister, mister? And all of them are done. And then you're back on the outside, and he turns around real quick and looks and sees all these rings, and he's like, holy shit. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Well, I guess, you could pick any stuffed animal you want. Shit, take 2, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take the one with the mustache and the gold hat, and like real beef boy with the little man skirt that's gold. I'll take him, and I'll take the long-haired, green-haired one with the beard and the mustache and the little sea crown.
Nice. Just explaining these heroes. All right, he pulls them down, hands them to you. He's like, here you go. So, who are those 3 characters? I know you picked fucking the golden shit. Who is that? Why can I not think of his fucking name?
I picked
think his
Ronk.
name's Ronculus.
Yeah, Ronculus. Who's it, like,
Ronculus.
Roncules, there you go. And?
And
Who are the other two you picked?
You said 2. Pick 2. So I picked 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. And you said green hair. Who the fuck had green hair?
That's fucking Brosidodon. Of course.
Oh, Brosidodon.
From the sea.
Brosidodon, this world's Aquaman. From the sea. Brosidodon and Ronculus. Those are the two that you pick. Hell yeah, because fuck it. Yeah. Lord of Brosine? There you go. Lord of the Brosea. Brosidon. There you go. Thanks, chat. I appreciate y'all for helping. Mandroid is technically already canon in this universe because we're playing in the Masks universe. So Mandroid was already here and Mandroid done disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad because I would totally wanted to make Mandroid monorail canonically a thing too.
Well, maybe Mandroid did all that shit before we disappeared. You know what I mean? Maybe he's been back with Billy. You know?
That'd be cool.
Maybe Billy finally found Mandroid.
What if Billy's one of the stuffed animals? Nate would hate that.
Oh my god. Art of Astral with the stuffed animals. Jesus Christ. Okay. After you're done, and you two boys are impressed by Astral's Velocity's way to cheat the system to get the stuffed animals she's always wanted, add it to the inventory, the crowd begins to head towards the large building for the grand opening. And when we return, in 10 minutes, everybody, we're going to see what the hell happens. But before we go, we have a new way to do thumbnail poses. Everyone be excited. Of course, we've got these ones. Astral, we got to figure out focus on that camera. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you.
Okay.
But before we do that...
She's just so fast. She's just blurry.
Mm-hmm. She's so
I'm a
fast.
cryptid. I don't show up on film.
Everybody do a comic pose for our thumbnail.
Did you get it? What about now?
I don't know. I hope somebody got it. What do we think, y'all? How cool is this shit? Man, this is so sick. Cool ass fucking thumbnail poses. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a couple regular ones because we're here. Normally, we just do it like this. All right. All of you do superhero pose. Go. I love that Connor's superhero pose is point gun.
It's super
That's
easy
pretty
to
good.
do.
That's pretty good. All right, everybody, we'll be right back in 10 minutes. Hit the bathroom, get some drinks. We'll be right back. Whee! Cheers, buddy. Thank you, Civil Alpha.
The karaoke. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Did you ever send a link? End of stream? Yeah. Are you cool with end of stream? Then I'll actually have some time to find a good song. You cool with that, Surdy? Let me know, buddy.
Baby, you're a fire.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. I sent you a link in your Discord games. Okay, fuck yeah. I'll check it out on break. We'll see if it's a good one, and then we'll do the thing.
Excellent!
Hi, Drexel! Hello! Thank you for the excellent, buddy. We'll be right back, everybody. Hello, all of my fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Grouch Couch. Tonight, we are continuing our episode of Sentinel Comics Rpg. This is the very first episode. I am your humble game moderator for the night, Turkey, and of course, I'm here with three of my lovely, amazing friends, fantastic role players. Hello, Cryana! Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, dude, cheers. Thank you, thank you. I'm drinking blue drink. Cheers to everybody, and welcome back to the show.
Cheers.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Cheers, boys.
Oh yeah, Prime subscription. It's all good together.
Holy shit, Weenus, dude, 2 fucking years already. Happy subiversary to us. Happy subiversary to us. Love you, cockknockers. Love you too, Wieners. Cheers. Thank you so much for the 2-year sub. Thank you. Can you believe that shit? Time flies. Humble salute with the hype horde. Yes. Of course, I'm here with these three lovely lads, Connor Fishy and the lovely Children of Proteus. Make sure to give Children of Proteus a follow if you have not already. And thank you all so much for joining us back here. We did fix their camera while we were on our break. Well, they did. I didn't really do anything. They did. It's awesome. All right, so we're back here. And when we last left off, our three heroes, if you're just joining us, made it to the city square of this district here in Intox City, which, by the way, this district doesn't have a name. So if those of you guys in chat would like to use the name a thing command and throw out some names for this city district, please go on ahead and do so. But these three made it here because tonight, President Rufflecock and the mayor of this district, whom also doesn't have a name yet, but we'll get to that later, have decided to open a Hall of Heroes, celebrating all the heroes that have helped Intox City. And tonight, they cut the ribbon to celebrate. So our three heroes have joined into the city square. Oh, nice, dude. Saving it for tomorrow. District 69. It's pretty good, gal. It's pretty good. All right. The crowd begins to gather around District Miss District face. Pepperoni. The crowd begins to gather around the large, new, futuristic building. There are stairs that lead up to large golden doors with beautiful lights shining on the walls. There's a wooden podium out in front of it with a tiny little mic in the center and a large red ribbon that surrounds it. As everyone gathers, you three kind of walk up together. Now, do you three push to the front of the crowd? Do you stay in the back? Where can we see you in this crowd as everyone begins going forward? Now, don't all speak at once.
Well, shit, I think I'd be standing in the back.
Nice.
I'm gonna perch myself up on that tent that I bought things on. That I won rightfully fair and square.
Nice. Wild shape?
I guess you'd find me kind of more towards like a middle of the crowd, looking towards like the building, looking up majestically towards a fine building. I would have to say
That right there.
there's
that's
a lot of
fine
hopes,
building.
dreams, and ambitions in that building.
Nice.
I hope we can find them and achieve them.
After a few minutes, the whole crowd begins to explode. As you see coming out of the door is President Rufflecock. The whole crowd. President Rufflecock, and of course the mayor of the district. And then behind them, a smaller, younger lad who comes out with them. And President Rufflecock goes over to the podium and starts to speak. Hello, Intoxidians! Should I do the Rufflecock voice? I can't do it very well. I can't at all. So I'm just not gonna do it. But everyone know that this is King Rufflecock, but as a president human. Okay. Yeah. He's got like a red little mohawk and a, you know what I mean? It's not a crown, but like a president's hat for some reason. Anyways. Hello, Intoxidians! Welcome one. Welcome all to the opening of the Hall of Heroes. Today we gather in celebration for all of heroes. And we open this today to celebrate the lives of past heroes. For you see, all of our retired heroes perished, and heroes no longer with us, will now have a memorial to them inside of the Hall of Heroes. Those that sacrificed themselves for the good of Intox City! Now today I've gathered with the mayor, and of course, a son of a hero, the amazing Armwin Jr. For the amazing Armwin was the recent most one to retire. We would allow Armwin Jr. to cut the ribbon. And he hands them like these super large comical scissors. You know what I mean? Now, if you all join me in celebration and encouraging Mr. Armlin Jr. as he cuts the ribbon. And he holds out the scissors real close, and the whole crowd goes wild. Ah, Armlin Jr. Armlin Jr. Armlin Jr. I imagine everyone in the crowd's all going crazy, then all three of you are just standing there like... Because you guys are so quiet.
It's kind of cool, but it's like, whatever, man. Like, we're here. Where's the fucking hot dogs?
Hey, you went to the bounce house, okay? Don't you give me no shit.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
The whole crowd goes wild, screaming, yelling, excited. Then, just as Armwin Jr. slaps down the scissors and cuts the ribbon separates and falls slowly down to the ground. And you're all staring at it as it's falling. But you hear a huge explosion. And you look up from the ribbon and you see the wall next to the door of the Hall of Heroes to your right has exploded. A huge explosion as the wall comes crumbling. The explosion sends the bus on the road onto its side. You can see from where you stand that the bus begins leaking gas and oil onto the road slowly, leading to the fire from the explosion. As the fire from the explosion spreads all around the dry bushes, all around the side of the road, and all around this city center. The people in the bus begin screaming, and you can hear your bus driver friend, Mr. Wells, yelling for help. Oh no! Oh no! I lived my whole life in this bus, and now I'm gonna end it too! The large Tyson Chicken sign on the front of the building has fallen over from the explosion, landing on power lines, causing power to surge, making all of the street lights and lampposts burst with electricity, and the lights flicker. Stepping out of the explosion, all this happened in a snap second, right? Stepping out of the explosion is a heavy-set man. Krieger, as soon as you see this man, you remember this asshole. He is one of your marks. You've been searching for this asshole for years.
Oh, fuck.
Before I explain what happens next, I do actually have some beautiful sketch art done by Peppero Princess of this man that I would like to show to all of you. Wow. Hello, there he is. There, everybody, you can see. Can I shrink it down? Looks a little something like this. Sorry for cutting off everything. Now, you know this man's villain name is the Inventor. But he does also have a real name. A secret identity name that you know, Krieger. And Chad, if you would like to give this man a secret identity name, go on ahead and do so now. Alright? In this man's hand, you see he's holding some kind of a ray blaster. As he steps out of the explosion, he shoots it right at this large statue in the center of the city square, and the statue begins to come to life. The crowd all begin instantly running around like crazy. They're all trapped inside of the city square from the explosions and electricity from the streetlights. They all duck and cover behind the stalls, the ring stalls, the bounce houses. The Inventor says, "Now that the heroes are gone or retired, they won't be stopping me from getting this back. Am I right?" And he holds up his ray gun. And he's like, "And it seems there's no one left out there to stop me." And he shoots his ray gun once more in the direction of Armwin Jr. And as soon as the ray hits Armwin Jr., he begins to twitch like this. And then he vomits on the ground. And you could see he looks at his ray gun like, what? Doesn't do that. And then Arwen Jr. gets this crazed look in his eyes and pulls his bow from behind his back and aims it at the crowd of people. And the inventor goes, oh, that's better. We're jumping right into an action scene. Here we are, in the middle of the action. Ray gone. Shut up, Survival. Ron Jeremy. He went evil after being made fun of. Nice. Bucky Beaver Calm. All right. Do you want to pick Connor? I'm going to make you go first in this initiative round, because that's where we're at. And as a reminder for everyone, the way initiative works in the Sentinel Comics RPG is the person who goes then gets to pick the next person. So at the beginning of your turn, try to remind the next person who goes that maybe you're going to pick them next. And remember, you can always choose me as the scene itself and as the enemies. I stand for 2 separate initiative orders. So, photographer, I'm going to make you go first. And before you take your turn, would you like to pick an alias name from this lovely bunch of chat?
Yeah, sure, I guess. I think a little closer. I'm looking at stuff here.
Let me fix your backgrounds. Philly T Wizard. Sick of it. Right, okay. Let me fix your background. There we go. Also, Roll20's being odd, isn't it? Why'd you look like that, Roll20?
I think I'm liking. Oh no, he didn't use his name. Oh man, I can't do that.
Yeah, you don't use the command. Can't get your name picked.
T. Pimple Pot.
Nice. Ha ha ha! No one knows my secret identity, Gilbert T. Finkelbottom. Is that what it was?
It's Pimple Pot.
Pimple Pot? Alright, so I do have Tailspire up here as well. So everybody knows this is usually what we use for our battle maps, but this system really is kind of powered on theater of the mind. It really is, because movement doesn't really matter in this system. You can kind of go and do and say whatever you're doing, which we kind of really love. It kind of makes things, Finkelbottom, swear to God, kind of makes things flow a little bit better. But I did still go on ahead, per the request of Fishy, make this here Tailspire for today. Now, I will say, it is not at all what I've just described, but for the fact of what we need it for being placement and shit, it does kind of work. All right. So here we are. Here are, oops, sorry about that, y'all. Here are our 3 little minis, you guys. So, sorry, gotta remember how the fuck this works. You, on top of the ring toss thing you just won, eh? You are in the back, and you... Okay. Thank you so much, Nate. Appreciate you, buddy. So, Premier Day. So here we are. I know it's hard to see, but the fire is raging everywhere. Let me get a good zoom out here. As you can see, here is Arwen Jr. All right, right here. Here is the inventor. Here's the bus that's toppled over on its side. Now the bus, I couldn't actually do it in Tailspire, put it on its side, but it is there, the futuristic bus. And here are all of the light posts that are beaming with electricity. All these other little minis here are just crowd people who are kind of left over who didn't get a chance to escape. So, photographer, you're first. What do you want to do?
Does speaking or communicating take an action?
No, not at all.
Okay, in that case, I really hope the other guys remembered their earpieces. I gave them out to them a while ago, but they never really wear them.
Okay. Canonically, we're going to say all 3 of you guys wear earpieces.
Well, kinda. Like, I always wear an earpiece. It's kind of always in there.
That also kind of solves the Bluetooth headphones that we use here on the show. Those are earpieces, y'all, for the C team to use, all right?
That's right. Comms and communications are the utmost and forefront important thing of team cooperation.
And here's the statue
Velocity
as well. There is a statue, Arwen Jr., and the inventor. Those are your 3 current enemies. All right? Oh, you couldn't even see it. My bad.
Oh,
Statue?
yeah, and we're gonna need Pepero to go back to the drawing boards.
Statue?
Everybody needs earpieces.
Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her. All right. So, photographer, what do you do?
Whiskey One Actual. This is War Daddy. Come in, over. Whiskey One. God damn it, Wild Chip. I told you your code name on the radio is Whiskey One Actual.
Now, why would you give me a different name than my already different name from my real name? That makes no sense, man.
Because it
Like-
sounds cooler. Over.
You're like 20 feet away. You could just talk to me, man. You don't need to use the radios.
Radios are cooler. Over. Make sure you say over.
Okay, I guess this conversation's over.
You're supposed to say over after that.
Supposed to say what?
Over. Over.
Over who? Over?
Okay, goddammit. I'm going to save, gonna go save Wells. Cause, I think the best person to deal with the rabid archer is probably gonna be Astral Velocity, which her name was Purple Lightning over the radio, but I doubt you guys remember that either.
Is it too late to change my superhero name to Purple Lightning?
I don't know what kind of presence you have. And listen, this isn't the time to be talking about this. I need to go save Wells.
My God.
This is War Daddy. Out. Shit. Get all my
Okay.
goddamn equipment. Ugh, okay. Let's go save Wells.
All right. So, are you just gonna run right over to the bus?
Yeah.
All right. You get over there, and the movement, you could just... So pretty much the way movement works is if you're in the same location, you could pretty much get wherever you want and then still take an action, right? If you want to go to a different location, that's whenever you have to spend an action to use movement. Like if you want to go from outside to inside, you need to use an action to take your movement. Unless you have a superpower that says otherwise, like Astral Velocity could go outside to inside without needing to use an action because she's a speedster. Right? So, you just run over to the bus. You can see that the bus is tipped over on its side. The side that it's tipped over on is the side with the door. All of the windows on the top side are still completely intact. The bus is about 6 feet up. And you could hear people on the inside screaming. What are you doing?
Did you say the bus was on fire?
No, but it's leaking gas and oil, and there's fire in the bushes all around where the bus is.
Is there fire hydrants on the side of the streets?
Sure.
All
Why the
right.
hell not?
Well, I'm gonna start shooting the one that's closest to the bus.
Okay.
Just rapid
I would
fire.
like you to make an overcome action to shoot the fire hydrant next to the bus. Let's go.
Overcome action. Let's see.
Welcome to this week's episode of The Photographer and His Idiot Kids.
Could I use?
So,
Not.
you pick, if you want to use a power, you can, an ability, but you have to pick a power and a quality, and we are in the green status. Actually, let me fix the scene tracker right now. We are in green. So as you can see, the X here, boom, just appeared right there. We are on the first part of this here scene. So, you pick a power and a quality, and your status is green, which is a D10. So, however you can justify doing this as an overcome action, you do it. If, also, you do not have a power or a quality that makes sense in the roleplay, you just use a D4 instead. Just a flat D4. Yeah.
Well, signature weaponry and range combat seem pretty on the nose, so I
Okay.
think I'm gonna use those.
All right. So let's
Here's the
roll
roll.
D10. Here we go. You got a 2, a 4, and an 8. So your 4 is your mid, which means this action can succeed if you choose to take a minor twist.
Give a dice.
Ooh, you got a reroll from Gala.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Gala. Here's a reroll.
What did the fire
I
hydrant
don't
do
know
to you?
why I read it like that, but I
2,
read it as
3,
exclamation mark, give
5.
a dice, T-Pain. And I was like...
T-Pain. Yeah. All right, so that means your mid die is a 3, which means the action fails. Or you got a +1, which means it's a 4, which means the action succeeds, but with a minor twist.
I'll
If
choose
you want
to
to take the minor twist.
I'll choose to succeed with a minor twist.
Okay. So, let me see here. Ooh. You shoot the fire hydrant, photographer, and you put out the fire around the bus, allowing you to get more time. But when you shoot it, the water shoots right back at you.
Oh shit.
And it gets a bunch of your gunpowder wet. You are taking a hinder at your max die, which is a -2 to your next roll. Unless you want to make an overcome action on your next turn first to get rid of it, you're taking a hinder. All your gunpowder and shit is wet. -2. All right. Now, that is your turn, so you get to pass to the next person. Who do you want to go next?
I choose Astral Velocity. Or Purple Lightning. Purple Lightning, go! Over the radio!
So I choose because is Speedy. That's me.
I was muted. Hold on. Maritime just did a booster hinder to TP over here. Before I let you go, sorry to interrupt you, Astral. That is with a 7, which means he gives you waterproof pouches. Now, in this instance, a boost can actually negate a hinder. All right? So in this instance, you actually have waterproof pouches, and you get a +1 on top of that because a 7 is a +3. So, because of your waterproof pouches, you actually get a +1 to your next roll because the bullets for some reason are better now because of waterproof pouches. I don't know. You can justify that on your turn.
Hell yeah.
I love the
Thanks,
waterproof
man.
pouches, Nate. You
Thanks,
used that
Nate.
command perfectly just now. That's amazing. All right.
So I'm obviously gonna use the speed. I'm actually gonna zip right on up there. I'm gonna just disarm the young child that someone gave weapons to. I'm essentially just going to relieve him of weaponry entirely and try to maybe reason with the kid.
Okay. I'm totally down for that, but you're going to have to make me an overcome action to disarm Armwin Jr. So, what do you pick?
So I think I'm going to go with using my momentum to move forward. With my momentum, essentially doing it in a fluid motion in which he can not fight back because I'm doing it quickly. And close combat.
Okay.
I think. Because I'm real up close with the kid. I think that'll be.
All right. Ooh, hey, your mid die is an 8. That's great. So at an 8, the action completely succeeds. All right. And it looks like Chad is against Fishy again this season. Look at Fishy with his arms crossed. He's been reading chat. He
love
sees it.
Like,
I was gonna-
part of me hates it, but part of me also wants to see what chat can throw at all wild shape over here.
Yeah.
You think you can have any chance of putting me down? You're
Billy
off
runs
the
over
wrong.
with the moped. All right. So, your action succeeds, Astral. You zoom over. There's a purple streak. And you zoom over to this kid and rip the bow out of his hands. And you look right at him and try to, kind of get a bead on this kid. And you can see spirals in his eyeballs. Actual spirals that are kind of the same whitish, greenish color that came out of the ray gun that the inventor is holding. And even though you pull his bow off of his back, out of his hands, you get it from his weapon, he looks at you with these spirals in his eyes and holds up his fists.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh my god. Does Big Jim Slade from Big Jim Slade? Hold on, sorry, I'm totally distracted. He has a motherfucking droid emote. Holy shit! Sorry, that's amazing.
Well, hold on now, Big Jim. That's copyright infringement. Now we're gonna have to contact your attorneys as one of the attorneys for GC.
Big Jim's been on the show loads of times, but he's never signed the contract. He's fine.
Put it up.
Okay, what do you say to him, Astral?
Buddy, come on, look at me, it's me. You know me. You've seen me on the big screens. Your dad knew me, kinda. What's going on? Talk to me. What are you thinking, buddy? What's going on?
Must hurt people.
I mean, yeah, but there's like MMA classes for that little guy. We got this. Why do you want to hurt people now?
All right, you start talking to him. He doesn't make much sense out of it. On your next turn, maybe you can make an overcome action to try to persuade him or talk to him. But for now, you're going to pass it off to someone else. Who would you like to choose?
I'm going to pass it off to Wild Shape.
Wild
But
Shape.
I'm going to call him over the radio if that's okay.
Yeah.
Whiskey, wild animal man. Hey, kid's kind of unresponsible, but he doesn't have weapons anymore. Any suggestions as to how to calm down murderous child?
That's fine. I think it's all got to do with something about that ray blaster that Pumper Tickle has. And I'm going to take him down. I'm going to sprint over to Pumper Tickle. And then I'm going to use my surprise shift form. Attack using my shape shifting and use your max die. Then change into any available form. So I use my single shape shifting ability.
Hold on, I'm moving your mini real quick. Just for continuity's sake. All right.
I didn't realize how far it goes.
Even when you're using an ability, you still have to choose a power, a quality, and your status. And you make a roll on that. So if you're shapeshifting, you'll use your shapeshifting with the quality and your status, which is green. And then you'll use, even when you're using an ability, it'll tell you if you're using your mid, your max, or your minimum die for the effect.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my shape-shifting abilities with my close combat, and we're in the green status.
Hey, all right. So what does this do exactly? Say again.
So this does 8 damage because we're using the max die, and then I get to change into any available form, which I'm going to change into my weird form, which is a chicken.
Give us
You got to reroll. Dang, chat's mad at you, son.
It's still an 8.
Still an 8 for the max die. Okay. And this is just dealing damage, so there's no success or failure. You just deal 8 damage to the inventor.
Correct.
Correct.
Astro, if you're wondering what to do with the kid, just kick his ass. Don't kill him. Just make him unconscious.
A child!
Yeah, sometimes kids deserve an ass whooping.
We need to
Okay,
talk about
whenever the inventor is attacked, the inventor can use his ray gun. When attacked, he can defend himself by rolling his single ray gun die. If this negates the attack entirely, he also hinders you and boosts himself with that same exact dice roll. Now his 8, he has a D8. So to be able to defend himself and succeed on this, he has to get the full 8. All right? Here we go. The inventor got a 2, so he fails, and he takes the full 8 damage. As you speed over him, transform into a chicken, and attack him. Now tell me what this looks like.
Now, well, actually, it looks like I start off as a
Oh.
human form.
He also, sorry to interrupt you, he does defend himself with the 2 still, so he only takes the 6 damage. But, alright, go ahead.
So I run over there, and then I go to fly and jump kick him. He pulls out his ray gun, but shoots and misses. I kill him right in the face, and then I poof right into a chicken as a surprise shift, and I stand readily available to fuck him up in chicken form.
I don't have chicken noise. You gotta do the chicken noise.
Oh, sorry. It's actually probably one of the only sounds that I do have set up.
Nice, dude. Alright, so you punch him and he's like, "You've hit me, you stupid chicken! Who even are you, son of a bitch?"
And then
And that ends your
I'm
turn.
a pass turn to the inventor.
Alright. The inventor points his ray gun right down at you, you little chicken. And he uses his ray gun to use life drain. He gets to attack and use his max die and hinder with his mid die. Then he recovers health equal to his min die. And he will use...
You have activated my reaction action.
Oh no!
While in my weird form, when an opponent would attack you in close combat, would you call this as close combat? Because this point blank,
Totally.
right? While in this form, you may attack or hinder them first by rolling a single shape-shifting die.
Right.
So it's like you go to attack, and then it's like, ha, chicken!
Nice. Nice.
So single shape-shifting die for 2 damage.
Hell yeah. He takes that 2 damage. Then he uses ray gun, his alertness, and he's technically in yellow status now because he is down to 20 health. And he rolls. And, alright, using... Let me see, blah, 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 blah. Using his max die, you take 5 damage from his ray gun. Then he hinders you for 2. So when he hits you from that, you get a -1 to your next roll for a hinder. You're like, oh no, I don't want to attack him for some reason. Because the ray hits you in your mind. And then he recovers for his min health for 2. That's it. And it's his turn. That's cool, man. I like this system. All the hinders and boosts and attacks, and like, I just really love the way this shit comes together. I don't know
I
what's
got
up
to
with
use
it.
my whole surprise chicken attack and
Yeah.
then counter attack. Like,
Mhm.
this is what I built this whole class for, was that moment right there.
Yep.
Like, we're done with the season.
Krieger, you're soaking wet, and you turn around to see this large statue with a shield and a sword. And it swings its big-ass sword right down on you. Statue giant. For 7 damage. Do you have any kind of reactions or anything like that? Next to your abilities, you can see R for reaction or I for inherent.
And that's going to be listed in abilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're looking... Oh, go
I
ahead.
don't have anything until yellow.
All right. Okay. Good to know. Astro, you look to see the swirls in Armwin Jr.'s eyes. You've taken his bow, which means he doesn't get a D10 to attack you with, but he's going to try and punch you just for a D6 of damage. He's just like, and he swings at you. The full 6 damage. Jesus Christ.
Well, now I'm in yellow.
Oh, not you, Krieger. Astral gets punched for another 6.
Well, yeah, but I took that 7 damage, right?
Give a die.
Oh, yeah. You take the 7
Yeah,
damage from
so-
now you're in yellow. Yeah.
Now I'm in yellow.
I got a reroll. Here we go. You only take 3, Astral. So you can heal yourself for 3. Do you, as well, have any kind of reaction or inherent abilities that can help this? while they're reading, we come to you for a quick little break. Hello.
I took 6 damage, right? That's what we said.
Yeah, but then you take it down to 3 because I got a reroll. So you only take 3 damage. So next to your abilities, there will be a little, as you can see, I'll show you the inventors. There's a little R, there's an A, and there might be an I. So if it's an R, it's a reaction, and if it's an I, it's inherent.
I can use Principle of Speed. When I successfully overcome, I may end up anywhere in the current environment, and each of my allies gain a hero point.
Okay. But we're not overcoming, we're just defending. So, good to know. I'm just checking. Just checking. I'll look over your character sheets too on break just to double check and make sure. But I think we're good to go. So, Krieger, you take 7. Astral, you take 3. Now, the next thing that happens is I pass it to the scene. And what happens is the scene moves forward a square. We're still in green, but it moves forward to the second part of the green. And when it does, can I change it? Can I change it? Yes, I can. Thank you. And when it moves forward to the second part of the green, all of the lampposts all around explode with electricity energy. And not only do they damage the lieutenant and the inventor, but they also damage you 3. And I'm rolling for electricity, fire bushes, and scared crowd. And all of you take the mid die, which is 4 damage. As we can see here. It's a little messy, but there it is. All of you take 4. Even the inventor takes 4 damage from the explosion of the electricity. Then, I'm gonna pass it to Wild Shape.
And then, while in my chicken form, I'm gonna use surprise shift again, and then attack while as a chicken.
Nice. You just beating up the inventor.
Yes.
Nice.
For 3.
It is a 3. That is your mid die. That's 3 damage that he takes to the face.
And then I'm going to change forms into my strong form, which is.
But first, he shoots his ray gun at you for his reaction and defends. Single power die. If it negates the attack, entirely hinder the target and then boost yourself. He takes no damage and he boosts himself, shoots himself up and kind of like gets larger and smarter.
No,
and
now
then
he's
you
shooting up
feel
too?
like shit.
Jesus
and
Christ.
you, on top of your -1, which I guess we would have just used, so I guess we just used that. You now have a -2 hinder from his ray gun in your mind. Now, what do you do?
Change into goat form, I guess.
All right. Do I have that? I don't have that. Hey, you know what? They're superheroes, man. They got this. It's just one man. It's just
fine.
one man.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, Dan. All right. You shapeshift into goat now.
And then I'm going to pass a turn over to Mr. P. P, it's your turn. Shooting him up.
All right. I think I got my health mixed up, but it's all good. I think I have it fixed.
Cool.
Well, I can use yellow abilities now, right? If my health has been dropped into the yellow bar.
Yes, sir.
Yellow stats.
Yeah. So in that case, I'm gonna take care of this big fucking statue with some exploding ammo.
Sick.
That's
Yeah, let me just hold on. Just 1 second. I gotta get it in here. All right. There we go. Let's do this. So I'm gonna shoot the statue in the face with exploding ammo. What this does for me says attack or overcome using quality on an environmental target. using your max min die. If you roll doubles, take a minor twist. So I'm gonna use range combat for my quality and signature weaponry for power. So yeah. And then I got to plus my max and min together for the outcome.
Oh, environmental target. So, like, if you were to be attacking the bus or the Tyson sign on the power lines, you would do min plus max. But if it's just a target, yeah, you don't get min plus max. But it is a statue, and it is exploding ammo.
I mean, it's a statue. Would you consider that environmental?
I would consider this.
It was a part of the environment not too long ago.
That's true. That's true. But I love the idea of explosive ammo and like a concrete statue working really well. So let's do it.
I already rolled.
Oh.
So,
okay. Plus max plus min together. If you roll doubles, take a minor twist. You did not roll doubles. So attack using max plus min. So that's 14 explosive damage to this D8 lieutenant. Now, the way that this works for lieutenants, all right, is if you attack a lieutenant, they must make a save with their dice, whatever it is. This is a D8 lieutenant, so he has to roll a D8 to try and save. He's automatically going to fail because that's 14 damage, and on a failure for a lieutenant, their dice size gets lowered by 1, so he's going to go down to a D6. Additionally, if you ever do damage to a lieutenant that's equal double or more of their dice size, so if this was like 16 instead of 14, he would have immediately died. So if there's someone in chat that wants to give 2 plus 2s, that could be a really cool effect. But for now, he's just going to lower 1 dice size to a D6. And I have these amazing little cards for lieutenants. You can see I wrote it on there D8, so he's going to go down to a D6. Yeah, nobody does any plus 1. Everyone's just listening to us.
I imagine this is that one scene from the cyberpunk anime where that little Rebecca girl gets really fucking mad and she's just screaming while she's shooting and walking towards her target.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Tell us what this looks like, buddy.
Somebody needs to make a GIF of that.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Spooky. You're out of 15 now. If someone else does one, you'll just immediately kill this guy. But first, tell us what it looks like, photographer.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much just walking towards this thing while shooting. Pretty much like that.
Nice, dude. So like this?
Yeah, like that. Just.
All right. With your 16, you actually exploded. Thanks, Sprinkles. For the 2 plus 2s, appreciate you. And the statue crumbles. Down to the ground, all next to the bus. There's just rubble everywhere. Now that ends your turn. Who do you pass it to?
I'm gonna pass it to the inventor.
Really?
All
right.
Doesn't he have to take that damage?
What damage?
The electrical damage from the lamp.
Oh, he did it the same time as everyone else.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but good point. He already did. Yeah, he took the damage.
Fuck it.
Well,
let him go.
It's the inventor's turn, and the inventor looks at all of you and he laughs. He goes, "Ha ha 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 ha! It seems to me that we have new heroes on the block. Now I can show everyone that I am stronger than them when I kill them. Ha ha ha!" And he shoots his ray gun over at you, Astral. And as it hits you, he's going to use his max die. All right, 1 second. Hold on. Let's do this first. He's still in his yellow. He's going to roll it. So, he's attacking. He gets to use his max die. So you take 4 damage. Fuck, that's 3 4s. That's crazy. You take 4 damage. Additionally, a target dealt damage this way attacks an ally by rolling their single largest power die. You can choose who you zoom over and attack, but you will be attacking Krieger or Wild Shape when this ray gun hits you. In your mind, you see Krieger and Wild Shape as enemies for a second. You zoom over and punch them in the face.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Because I with the damage from the light bulbs, I'm down in yellow abilities.
Cool.
And I do have a reaction called Tactical Analysis. When attacked, treat the amount of damage you take as a boost action to yourself.
Sweet.
I don't know if that comes before or after.
I think that would be after.
Okay.
So, and in this context, we're not going to use it. We're not going to use this boost while you attack one of your friends, but afterwards you can have it. So the amount of damage you take is 4, so you actually get a +2 bonus when you get hit with this ray. Would you like to explain to us maybe how what this bonus looks like? Maybe what it is with your tactical analysis that gives you this bonus to your next roll?
That's an excellent question.
Put the GIF in the Discord.
I mean, so I imagine. Oh God.
Nice, Sora. It's okay. It could be something simple. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Well,
like-
okay.
You've realized how this ray gun works, and now you get a +2 to your next attack roll. You're like, oh, I see what he's doing, you know?
Okay, so I'm gonna choose to attack Wild Shape because he's closest. Because he's.
What the hell?
You're
Zoom
just
over.
closest.
Punch a goat in the face.
Go Curry.
Fucking animal brutality.
No, I'm gonna attack Wild Shape. Because closest enemy. That's what it's gonna look like in my own head. But now that I know how this works, my cheerfulness in life does allow for like a boost to a fellow teammate. Like a boost for me is to boost him. So even though I've essentially headbutted a goat in the face, I'm as soon as I snap out of it, I'm gonna be able to tell him, like, go for the gun and like smash it because it will break. The electricity from the thing seems to have manipulated the gun a little bit.
All right.
What?
So she's giving her boost to you, her tactical analysis. So you're gonna get that
Astral.
+2. After she punches you in the face, you must first roll
you didn't
your
have to
highest
punch me
power
in the
shoot
face to do that.
to do that much damage to Wild Shape first.
Okay, so that's my speed.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got a D10.
9
Oh, no!
damage.
Oh my god!
She runs
What
over
the hell?
hard, dude.
Ow!
God damn. Hero point, Astral, for being the homie and hitting Fishy. Oh, shit. You have 2 hero points now, Astral. Remember that. 2. Thanks, Nate. My dude takes 9 damage. How much health you got left there, Wild Shape?
19?
Noted.
That's not that bad. It could be 12.
Oh, I realize I've been doing this kind of wrong. Shit.
That's okay.
Shit.
It's all right. We're learning today, folks. All right. Well,
I
now,
forgot
after
what
he
my-
shoots you with that ray gun, Astral, it's now going to be your turn.
Okay, so I've first of all, Wild Shape, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna make it? Are you concussed? Can I get you a frozen pack of hot dogs or something to put on your face?
The fuck is up with hot dogs this episode, dude? What the fuck?
It's a theme. We're sticking to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll remember that when it comes to titling this episode. Well, y'all actually get to do that, so we'll see what happens.
This is War Daddy. Does anybody have a 20 on the hot dog stand? Over.
Seems to still be intact.
That's fantastic. We're all getting glizzy after this, boys.
We're getting glizzy after this, boys. The new t-shirt. Let's get glizzies, boys.
In relation of the inventor and little baby Arwen, Armwin?
Yeah.
How close are they?
So you could get to each other, probably about 20 feet.
Okay, so they're not that close. Okay.
Yeah. Unless
right,
you need
so
them to be, they totally can be. What are you trying to do?
Well, so I have the ability to do like hit multiple enemies at once. And I would like to maybe try to in because I was so quick, maybe like elbow the ray gun out of the inventor's hand, as well as in that same like speedy fast swipe up little child by the ankle to keep him from attacking people in the crowd.
Yeah, we could do it. You got to make your dice rolls to see if you succeed.
All right. I'm gonna use my strength. No, momentum. I'm gonna use momentum.
Nice. Close
Oh,
combat
sorry, my
in
bad.
the yellow.
Sorry, yeah, in close combat, and I'm in yellow. Okay,
All
there
right.
we go. Do I have it right? There we go.
Yeah, you got it. All right.
Well,
We'll take the second
goddamn.
roll. Fuck it.
Oh,
Okay,
did I roll the first time? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I rolled already.
It's okay. We'll take the second one. So, what is the name of the power you're using? Trying to read it real quick.
Non-stop assault.
All right. Attack multiple targets using close combat. Use your min die and hinder each target equal to your mid die. So your minimum die, you deal 5 damage to Armwin and to the inventor, and both of them then take a hinder equal to your, where was it? Your mid die. So your mid is an 8, so they both take a -3 to their next attack. I'm realizing now I'm going to need to start writing these down. This is the one thing I'm realizing now. They're both going to take a -3, and both of them take 5 damage. And Armwin is a D8 lieutenant, so when you punch him, he's going to have to make a roll to save, or he's going to go down 1. So, Armwin...
I'm trying to ankle swipe him. I'm trying to like hold him by the ankle in the air.
Sweet. All right.
I have done this with real children, so I figure.
He got a 3, so he meets it. So he doesn't go down 1. He doesn't take any damage, thankfully. But the other guy does take 3 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. And both of them now have a -3. You're also saying you want to knock the ray gun out of his hand?
Yeah, I want to like elbow it up, like so it's in the air. Maybe give someone a chance to intercept it or break it.
I'm cool with that. Maybe that's how his hinder works. His ray gun's like, he's like juggling it. He's got a -3 to his roll because he's trying to figure out his ray gun. And Armwin has a -3 because he's literally upside down. All right. So that ends your turn. I think the only person left in this scene is literally the scene, the environment. So passes the environment last. The environment's going to move into the yellow zone. And when it does, normally the fire was going to move closer to the bus. But since you put out the fire with the fire hydrant, good job, Krieger, the people in the bus just start screaming even louder because they're stuck in there. And the electricity, all the bulbs, it gets even worse as the sign on top of the power lines like pushes down on them even further. And all of you are going to take damage from the electricity. You take 2 damage. All of you do. Counting the inventor.
Make sure you're not modifying your max health and it's actually just
Yeah. I may or not have done that during the beginning, and then now I'm not 100% sure what my max health is.
Me
And that's
neither.
something we'll have to find out and figure out. But that's an us problem, not a you problem.
Hopefully we don't die.
Hopefully.
In the title, Sentinel Comics Rpg. It's also right here. You got it. Since everything covered in water, wouldn't that mean electricity is more... You've got it. Certifiable just nailed it, actually. Because of the water started running from the fire hydrant in the environment. and now it's all over the ground. So whenever the electricity hits you guys, it's hitting you through your feet now. That's in the fiction how it's working. Thank you, Certifiable. I appreciate you.
Good
with
job,
the photographer
Mr.
being wet,
P.
he doesn't take
fucked
more
up.
damage. He doesn't. It would have been a good idea, though, but he does not. Dan, good idea. Now I'm picturing is that gif of the woman getting hit in the face with a bunch of hot dogs, except it's fishy. Okay. Well, boys and girls, we're going to take our 10-minute break, and we're going to come right back and see if these three heroes can survive their first battle. We'll see.
We didn't plan backup costumes. Pepero, you might want to start charging your iPad. You might have to be making new art here soon.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
We'll go to our team.
Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Grouch Couch! We are continuing, and we are here in the last act of this here, episode 1 of our brand new campaign, the C-Team. From the Sentinel Comics Rpg is what we're using tonight. I am your humble game master, Turkey, and I'm here with 3 of my amazing friends and amazing professional role players and actors, Connor, Fishy, and Children of Proteus! We, if you're just joining, are in the middle of a very tense battle where our 3 heroes are struggling to survive. And to finish this here battle, the very first one, we'll see if our heroes can survive. Now, as we return back to the battle here, the scene just went last, which means I get to pick the next person to go first. And previously, in the last 2 rounds, I've had Photographer and Wild Shape go first, so this time, it is you, Astral Velocity. What do you do in this situation? And as a reminder, the inventor's already gotten the shit beat out of him. You are currently holding Armwin Jr., who is brainwashed, upside down. The fire that was potentially going to explode the bus has been put out by the water, but the water has inadvertently made all the electricity even worse from all of the lights that are kind of exploding from the Tyson sign being down on the power lines. What do you do?
All right. Well, first of all, we need to bundle up little baby Junior here. We need to swaddle the baby. So can't use little fighty arms because we're just full of fighting energy today. So I would like to swaddle young thing. I imagine there's some sort of banner.
There's garlands from the celebration of the Hall of Heroes. You know, like garlands with little ribbons on them that say like Hall of Heroes on them and stuff.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I want to rip those down and wrap up little baby cakes here.
Hell yeah! Now this would be an overcome action to see how well you tie up this kid. Go on ahead and roll it.
All right. I'm gonna do speed and self-discipline. That's what I am going to do, and I am in yellow.
Yeah. Mid dice a 5, which is the action succeeds if you want, but with a minor twist.
Can I ask my homies if we want a twist? I mean, I'm fine with a minor twist, I think. I think that'll be okay.
All right. Here's what happens with a minor twist. The scene. Oh, you got a +1, which makes it a 6, which makes it still the same. You'll need one more +1 to make it a success. So for now, what's going to happen with your minor twist? You speed up in a purple blur, holding this kid upside down. You run up the wall and grab a garland and come back down. And you start tying up this kid with a 7. Technically, a 7 is with an 8. The action completely succeeds. Thank you, Nikki Certifiable and Gala. Thank you so much. You zip up the wall and you grab a garland. Will you do me one of these? Would you run fist closed or hands
no,
open?
it'd be totally open because otherwise you'd break your fingies if you ran into anything.
Fuck yeah. Up the wall, holding this kid upside down, and his face in slow motion is just like... You're like... You grab the garland, come back down to the ground, and totally tie this kid up, and he's like... Complete success.
Boys, that child is a mummy. Time to take this home, babies.
Hell yeah. Now you get to pass it off. Who do you pass to?
And I'd like to pass it to the photographer.
Okay. So I've been debating this. I'm going to ask you the question, see if it'll work out.
Okay.
One of my yellow abilities is called Ricochet. Attack using ranged combat. Use your max die. If you roll doubles, use min plus max instead. What I want to do, though, is I want to shoot the sign that's creating all the electricity to see if I can destroy it. Have my rounds ricochet off that and hit the inventor.
Okay, does it say that? Like, you could do max, you could do 2 targets. Does it say that?
No, not really. But I have something else if you don't like the ricochet one.
Okay.
I could just use dual wielder, which is a green ability. Attack 2 different targets using ranged combat. One target using your mid die, and the other using your minimum die.
Mid and minimum. Yeah, that could totally work. And what was the other one you were thinking about using?
Ricochet. Having the rounds ricochet off of the sign, destroying it, and also hitting the inventor.
Yeah, we'll have to use dual wielder.
Okay, I'll use dual wielder then. I'm going to use my mid die on the inventor and my minimum die on the sign.
Okay.
And I'll be using my signature weaponry ranged combat, and we're in yellow status. Here we go.
Alright. You're using your mid die against the sign, or your mid die against the...
Mid die against the inventor, minimum die against the sign.
Okay. So, what happens when you shoot the sign? You shoot it off. What happens? You shoot the sign, and one of the power lines burst. There's only 2 of them left holding it up. And what's going to happen is instead of the electricity doing a D6 now, it's going to do a D4 roll. So you've lowered it. The effect of the environment. All right,
Well,
and then
there, Stoonie. Look, I'm a goat.
How, Suni? How you doing? Then the inventor just takes the 3 damage to the face. Well, he's actually going to use... It doesn't say this is a melee attack, so with the 3 damage, he's actually going to try and defend himself by rolling his single power die, which is a D8 for his ray gun. And if he negates the attack entirely, he will be hindering you when you hit him with this bullet. So he tries to shoot his ray gun back at you. It's a full-on fucking 8, bro. So he completely blocks the bullet that was going to shoot him. Saving himself the 3 damage. And then he hinders you by hitting you with this ray gun. On your next roll, you're going to have to take a -3. I'm also going to start writing these down because it's a lot of shit. A -3! And he gets to boost himself, which then the -3 he had from Astral is actually now gone.
Wait, would that -3 have counted for his roll?
Technically, but then that would make it a 5, which would then make yours a -2 instead of a -3. You got it, buddy.
Thanks,
Which would
Felicia.
then...
That's the only reason I noticed that.
Thought he was disarmed. Oh yeah, because he like juggles and grabs the shit, and then the -3, it's only a 5 instead of an 8. Fair is fair. All right, now does that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn. I didn't take any damage, right?
No, sir.
Just -2 to my next thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Wild Shape.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
I think I'm
my
gonna
turn.
change. I'm gonna change the background tunes here too. It's gotten real sad. We're gonna go to the epic superhero music. Here we go. All right, get it, son. What are you gonna do?
Now, I think I'm just going to use my strong form ability and just attack using my shape-shifting powers. And it says use your max dice. So we're gonna use.
And you
wild
had a
shaping.
-2 from the inventor, but Astral gave you a +2, so you're actually evened out
That's right.
now.
So
That's
now
right.
I'm all evened out. I'm in the yellow status, but my yellow status and green status are the same. So I'm gonna go shape shifting and close combat, and it's gonna be a 9
Because you get to use your max die.
because I get to use my max dice.
He already used his reaction against the photographer, so he just takes the full 9 damage to his face. He's looking fucked up. He's for sure in the red zone now. Tell us what that looks like. And wait, is your strong form still the goat? It's not a gorilla?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not a gorilla,
All right.
it's a goat.
So tell us what this looks like.
So I come up, and after being punched in the face by Astral, I'm being like, what the hell? Yeah, no, I get it. We gotta get the ray gun. So I'm gonna charge over, and I'm gonna go to headbutt him, like where his ray gun is at. But with him fumbling it, I miss it, and then I get him like right in the hip bone. So it almost like cracks a hip bone. He's gonna need like hip replacement surgery for sure, because that shit's never gonna be the same. And it looks a lot like this.
Yeah. All right, for sure, buddy. All right. It ends your turn. You can pass it to the environment or to the enemies.
I'm gonna pass it over to the environment.
Okay. The environment goes off. The electricity in the water to everyone. And it's just a D4 all across the board now because there's less wires. So, damn. Y'all see that? That's a 4. Y'all still take 4 damage for the mid die for this environmental attack as the electricity goes off like crazy. Jesus. All right. Now we pass to the inventor. The inventor, straight up, he's juggling around this ray gun, but he's got a +2 now from beefing himself up with the ray gun, giving himself confidence. He's going to use his hover disc shoes. And he's going to float up into the air, and he's going to try to kick you, Wild Shape. Just with a foot. He's going to use his creativity. He's in the red zone, which means he's at a 4. And that is a 1. He kicks you for 1.
Oh, you done fucked up now.
Actually, he's got a +2, so that's 3.
Oh, you done fucked up now.
You done fucked up now. Arwen can't do nothing. The statue's destroyed. Now, all that's left is the scene progresses 1. And then, we're going to pass it back to the photographer.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Well, I just so happen to unlock my red ability, so, you are forewarned. Let's see.
The bus is still tipped over. The sign is still on the power lines. And the inventor's almost dead.
I guess I'll use a finishing blow. It says, attack using ranged combat. Use your max die. Remove any number of penalties from the target. Add your min die to the attack each time you remove a penalty.
Okay. Technically, he doesn't have any penalties. He just used them both up last round.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna... He's whizzing around on his little fucking rocket shoes, and I'm just gonna, pop.
Roll it.
Yep. There we go. Let's see.
That is a
Oh,
3,
fuck yeah.
4, and a 10. You get to use your max die?
Yep.
Okay, so now tell me, is this a killing blow or is this a knockout round? This
Oh,
is
fuck
going
yeah,
to set the tone. Are you killing the inventor?
He's
Or are you knocking him
associated
out?
with Black Dagger, is he not?
Now, has there been a sign that he was?
Well, you said at the beginning that he is one of my marks.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
someone told you to try and kill him. But I don't think he was associated with Black Dagger. No.
If he's not associated with Black Dagger, then I will do a quick reload with non-lethals and give him one pop to the forehead.
Now, what are these non-lethals for, like, us layman people? Are they rubber bullets? Are they flash bullets? Are they some kind of stun bullet? This is fantasy after all.
They are rubber bullets. However, they have the same amount of kinetic energy on impact. The thing is that since they are made out of rubber, when they do impact, the force is spread out through a larger area, so it doesn't actually penetrate skin, flesh, bone. So
Okay.
it's very akin to just getting, like, punched really fucking hard and fast. But with a bullet, and it doesn't kill you.
Okay.
Like you could just punch somebody.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are MMA fighters that if you punch them hard enough, cerebral brain fluid comes out through their eyeballs.
Thanks for the fact.
What the hell? What?
Anyways,
Turns out Astral knows a lot about MMA. You've mentioned it twice. All right. You shoot. You hit the inventor right in the forehead and his boots as he falls down to the ground and the ray gun tumbles down onto the ground. And as soon as he hits the ground, Astral, you see Armlin Jr.'s eyes kind of go clear and he wakes up and he's like, "What? What's going on? I was here to cut a ribbon." And the people on the bus continue to scream, trapped, and the sign is still on the electricity. So initiative is not yet over, but the inventor is out. And down for the count. So, photographer, you get to pass it to somebody.
I pass it to Astral.
Hey, I want to talk to tiny baby child.
Okay.
Armwin, hey, look at me. It's nice to see you, like, looking at me. That's great. You look a little bit confused, buddy. You just went a little crazy, but you're okay now. Everything's fine. We handled it. You're good. If you could just stay put in your blanket burrito for just, like, I don't know, couple more minutes, that'd be great, and we'll come check on you.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I actually want to zip over and try to zip over to the bus and try to start evacuating people.
Nice. Nice. So you could zip over to the top. Are you gonna, like, punch the window open, or how are you gonna get people out?
Yeah, I think the back of the bus will still have, like, a back. I know it's future bus, but, like, will the back of the bus have an emergency exit?
Sure. And they're all just too fucking stupid to use it this whole time. I'm down with that.
Panic! It does stupid things to your brain!
Lightning, you're gonna have to show them the way.
They're too stupid. You're gonna have to teach them. All right, so you're gonna zoom over and just. How about this? Because of the velocity of the bus smashing down, velocity. That's weird. It kind of like stopped got the back door stuck. So how about this? You got to make an overcome action to get the door open to then start helping them out.
So I could use my power suit.
Yeah.
To
you're a
use,
trank?
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could even use your multiverse roll if you want to say that maybe there's, like, fucked up buses in the future or something, that you're used to this or something.
You know what? Yeah, I like your thought, God. Thank you, Lord.
You're welcome. Rubber bullets can still
but
be
yeah,
lethal.
no, I mean, from years of
ripping apart old buses for parts. I know how to get my way out of jammed up, clogged up emergency
Buses?
exit door out the back. So I'm gonna bing bang bibbity bow out the back door to start lifting people up and out.
Okay. Roll it. That's a 4. So, you could get a success with a minor twist. Unless somehow you can get to an 8 with the help of chat.
Fuck these minor twists.
Yeah, dude. Out that back door. Yep.
I mean, I'm fine with the minor twist. That's
Okay. Let me see here. Ooh. Okay. Here's what happens. As you rip open the door. You get a +1, putting you to 5. Still a minor twist. As you open the door goes flying and hits the Tyson sign, bringing it down even further. And the line that was already cut from the bullet swings and attaches to the bus, making the bus teeming with electricity. All the people on the inside kind of get tased a little bit, and they're like, ah! And all of them scream, and Mr. Wells in the front's like, no, my heart! And he starts having a fucking heart attack. But he's at the very front of the bus, and there's a bunch of people in the way. So you have to start getting them all out one by one, while Mr. Wells, your friend and bus driver, is having a heart attack from the zap of this electricity in the front. So you start getting all the people back, and that's kind of what happens, as they all start jumping out. Indeed. Now, you want to pass it to the scene or to Wild Shape?
I'll pass it to Wild Shape.
Heart attack is a minor twist. Good thing it wasn't a crit fail. Well, Big Jim, it's a minor twist because it is a innocent person in imminent danger. That's why it's a minor twist. Wild Shape, what do?
Well, is there another? No, that's not gonna work. I mean, it might work, but no. Shit. Fuck.
Hi, radio. Is there a breaker box?
All right, fine. I'm in red status. I'm gonna use my mutatable form. You're gonna see Wild Shape kind of grow in certain weird goat ways, and he's gonna be able to choose 3 basic actions using shape-shifting in your pool, and take 1 action using your max dice, a different one with your mid dice, and 1 with your 3rd action with your mid dice. So, the first thing that I'm going to try to do is my goat hooves are going to extend upwards and then try to catch the sign. Meanwhile, my goat tail is going to mutate into a blade and then try to finish cutting the rest of the power lines. And then for my final action will be a very, very quick but painful dash towards the bus, just in case to try and push the power lines away from the bus. Okay.
Sorry, I was just saying maybe do 2 actions instead of 2 of the same one.
Well, there's the power line that's already attached to the bus, right? And then the 2 power lines holding up the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be 1 action to catch the sign, 1 action to cut the power lines, and then another action to dash towards the bus to be able to release that power line from the bus.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
So we're going to use a shape-shifting, fitness, and we're in red status. So we're looking at 10s across the board as far as in dice.
All right.
Hoya, hoya!
Damn, we got a 10.
All right. We're going to use, for my first action to catch the sign, we're going to take that 5.
Failure. With a minor twist.
Failure
Success.
with the minor twist?
Success with a minor twist.
And then A 3 on cutting the power lines.
Failure.
Failure. And then a 10 on dashing towards the bus to be able to save, release the power lines from the bus.
Okay. Pulled it off the bus. The bus is no longer electrified. People are having an easier time getting out. Faster. All right. So you might actually be able to get to Wells on time to be able to save him. All right. The sign, though, is going to fall down on you as you catch it, and you are going to take damage equal to your mid die. So you're taking 5 damage as it falls down.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And that, my friend, ends your turn. +1 on the 3, which makes it a 4, which makes it a success if you want to take a minor twist.
Oh, and of course I want to take the minor twist. Give me a doozy.
Okay. Well, a major twist would be a doozy. All right.
Oh. How do you get a major twist?
Let me see here. Oh, if you get a 1 through 3, you can force the action to succeed with a major twist.
Oh, well, now it's a 4.
I didn't see. It's in smaller text on this board here. My bad.
That's fine.
But now we know. All right. Let me see. You must make a difficult choice as part of this action. As you cut the power lines, let me pull up your character sheet here. Now, on their character sheets, you guys have principles. Right?
Yes.
And down at the bottom, where the principles are, there are the minor twists for those principles. Now you can either choose who else did you make look good in front of this crowd at the expense of yourself, or how did your primal goat nature get the better of you to ruin the situation? One or the other.
I'm gonna go with which hero did you make look good at the expense of yourself? And then I want the person to look good would be Astral, since she punched me in the face. Like, obviously she was like knowing what was supposed to be going on. Like, I was the dumb sidekick on the team this day.
Welcome to the nerd herd.
And
You
to
damn-
be honest, that hurts my feelings.
Debbie Snacks! Thank you, Debbie! That's not the button I meant to push, but that's what you get. Thanks for the 31 months, Debbie!
The marriage.
It's a marriage, Debbie. 30 months of marriage. Congratulations. Happy marriage. Hope you have a good honeymoon. All right, so you're going to make Astra look good at the expense of yourself. So when these power lines come down after you cut them, you're kind of like holding them and getting like electrocuted in your goat mouth. Bzz. And as she's helping people off of this bus, they look down at you and kind of point and laugh. They're like, stupid fucking goat. Oh, that's wild shape, huh? What an idiot.
Hurts. Ow.
What an idiot. And then they hop off
Ow.
and walk away. Stupid goat and his electricity. Yeah, all right, so this is going to be the last time the environment kind of goes off as the sign has fallen down off of the power lines. The electricity is all kind of settled. Initiative is over, but Mr. Wells is kind of having a heart attack in the bus. And as he's kind of having a hard time clutching his chest trying to get out of the bus, you hear sirens going off. Whoop, 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 whoop. As a bunch of militant police show up to the city square. All of them hop out of their cars. You can see there's one old-looking, kind of like police chief, and all of his little sergeants are all futuristic-looking robots that have like guns for an arm, and the other arm is like metal, and they're like,
me off more than the mutant militia.
And they all hop out, and you can see all the people in the crowd, not next to the bus, but near the city hall. All of them point at you three, and you could hear some of them go, "They did it! It was them!"
Well,
And then the police chief looks over and he's like, "All right, Get him. And the robots take cover. And he's like,
Yeah.
all right, you three. You know we don't take kindly to vigilantes ruining moments of triumph like this here Hall of Heroes. I'm gonna need all three of you to come out. Put your hands up. Now at this point, you have decisions to make.
Okay,
You can help Mr. Wells out of the bus. You've got Mr. Wells with you. You've got Armwin Jr. tied up next to you. And you've got these cops that think that you just did wrong.
Hold on. I'm raising my hands. They're empty. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna grab Mr. Wells and put him over my shoulder and fucking start running.
Quick, turn into a goat. Run! Go!
All right, Armwin Jr., are you guys bringing him with, or are you leaving him there?
Ah, fuck that kid.
That's an astral decision. Her hostage, her choice.
I think honestly we're gonna have to leave him there because he can't prove us innocent.
Yeah. I think he
That's
called
true.
you mommy earlier, too. That was kind of weird.
It could be, I don't know. I think could be a good, useful information. You know what I mean? To help teach you guys things. You'd ask him questions, maybe what the fuck just went down. But also, leaving him there could choose benefit as well, too. Either choice you make is going to make a difference in the future bit of the story. So, it's up to you to think about what to do.
Can we leave Armwin there, but can we take the unconscious body of the inventor for interrogation?
Yes. Sure. Or you could leave the inventor to the police. Again, whatever you do will make a difference. Hard choice. Chat, would you like to help the heroes? What do you think they should do?
Well, just know how we do interrogations around here. It usually doesn't end up with someone being alive.
And most of the time, if you get caught up in the mutant militia, most of the time you don't come back a mutant.
Yeah.
I mean, but kidnapping kids, not a good look.
It's not the worst thing you've ever done.
Also a superhero kid, which I feel like is a little bit different.
Yeah, they get kidnapped all the time, and whatever.
I
think
think
we
you
should
might
take
just be the
advantage of
A-list
what we're gonna do
celebrity
for the
that might be able to help us out, Velocity. I never thought I'd say this, but you're going to have to kidnap that kid.
And as a suggestion, maybe zoom Mr. Wells to the hospital and put Mr. Armwin on the back of the goat. Just as a suggestion. But hey, that's just for my own story brain. Maybe y'all can figure out another way.
I can get Mr. Wells faster to the hospital, so I think I'll take the kid. I'll bundle him up under my arm. But I'm gonna catch up to the photographer and essentially I want to do a handoff, and I'll zoom Mr. Wells off because I'll be able to get to a hospital faster.
Nice. All right. Have our choice been made? Wild Shape, are you just running behind the crowd as a goat?
Well, pretty much. I would like to think that there's actually some personal beef and history with the mutant marshals.
Really?
Yeah. Well, of course they're gonna say
they
call us vigilantes, but we out here doing their job.
If you have a personal beef, a real story with this here police chief, like in a previous issue of a comic that you were involved in, if you want to explain a little bit about this story, I will give you a hero point to end the night with.
All right. Previous issue, Wild Shape 101. It's Wild Shape against his evil arch nemesis. That's right, Tyson Chicken Company. Now, Wild Shape was doing some undercover investigation work inside the chicken companies, and he was trying to bring it to light when he met upon, can we call him Colonel Sanders? Because I feel like it's fucking appropriate. Colonel Sanders of the mutant militia.
Play.
Of the mutant militia were hired by they're like extra security force they're not the government. They have no authority over us, but they work and operate like they have authority over us.
Are you
And
telling
that's
me
why I found
the
them
mutant
wrong.
militia is being ran by Tyson Chicken?
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me? Okay. All right.
That's right.
All right. Yep. Futuristic dystopia. You know what I mean? The plants, electrolytes. That's what they need. I got you. All right. Continue on.
So, me and Colonel Sanders, I was trying to bring him all this information, trying to bring light of all the corruptness inside the chicken companies and all their banking. And then when he told me that he was on payroll, he's been out for me ever since.
So when he's seen you
likes to
on this
label me
day,
as a vigilante and not a
when
superhero.
he's seen you, when he said, "All right, you three, come out with your hands up," what he was actually saying is, "I see you, wild shape. Come out with your hands up." Right?
Right.
Right. Okay. And that's the end of it? All right.
That's the end of it.
Hero point, buddy. Good story. Good back issue. Although that's not the way that system works, but I think that's a fun way to do some character building. I love that so much. All right. Here's what happens then. You three run away from this whole scene. Everything that just happened. The inventor left there behind for the hopeful mutant militia to capture and take him up. The president, Rufflecock, and the mayor nowhere to be seen, immediately disappearing as soon as the inventor shows up. You three saved all the people from the bus. All right? You managed to take out the inventor, and you've captured Mr. Armwin to take with you. You've also saved Mr. Wells and delivered him back to the hospital. Now, this is technically a montage scene, but what we're going to do after you run him back to the hospital is you three are going to get back to your hideout, to the storage unit, as you call it, with Mr. Armwin to kind of debrief, to kind of figure out what's going on, to kind of discuss amongst yourselves. But being that your favorite city bus is no longer in commission, are you guys running across town? Do you have another form of transportation to be able to get back to the storage unit? Or are you just running through the alleyways?
Well, I do know my way around the sewer system here.
Ooh.
So, I don't think it'd be entirely out of the question to pop open a manhole after I turn the corner and just jump in.
We could get snacks down there.
No snacks! God damn it, I forgot about the rats!
You like the sewers, but you're afraid of the rats. Photographer. There's some potholes happening here.
I tried not to use the sewer, but we're trying to get the fuck away now. And
But you spent enough time in the sewers to know them really well. Okay. All right. That's fair.
I'll run ahead and I'll catch all the rats for snacks,
that,
and then
please.
there won't be any rats on your way.
Holy shit. Okay. You snatch up a bunch of rats. You're zooming through the sewer system. And you guys are just running through, and Armin's like, what is going on? Eventually, you guys make it back.
I think I see something move in the water and I just shoot at it.
Just like zooming around in circles, and then he's like, hilarious. I found the sound effect. So, eventually you make it back to the storage unit, which after hours is kind of hard to get into because there is a fence around it, but you've been here so long, you have managed to learn the passkey code for the gate to get in after hours. Now it is fairly dark and fairly late, and eventually you make it around to your secret storage unit hideout, where you, Krieger, put in the passcode, and the gate begins to open to your hideout. And of course you hear General Electric, welcome back, Sergeant
Hey, buddy.
Krieger. Hello.
How you doing, General?
Pretty good. While you were out, I fed Julius Squeezer.
That's good, General. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Wait.
Astro, what did you do with all the rats? Whoa! Put him down. Put him in the fucking rat bin.
I don't know what I'm more scared of, the rats or the gun in the back of my.
Hey, no. Be my cover. Stand up in between me and them.
I don't know where I should be holding my hands up at.
Okay. They're in the rat bin. We're good. Jesus.
All right.
Pencil.
We all recognize this basement and we love it. We love this basement. Wait, this isn't a basement. This is a secret hideout for the C team. Now, as you guys get back in there, you set Armwin down on the ground and untie him.
Your General Electric voice is still on.
Of course, it was me explaining everything that was going on in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, you set you set Armwin down. You untie him. He sits on the couch and he looks up at you three and he's like, "What is going on? Why am I here?"
Well, we couldn't leave you with the police. They're kind of assholes and lazy, so we took you with us.
Planned.
Plan, right.
Let's start with, what do you remember?
Well, I was here at the ribbon cutting. My father is retiring, which I always thought was weird. The Amazing Armwin, my dad, he didn't want to retire. He loved doing what he did, but now he just sits in front of the TV all day, in a daze, and I don't understand it. So he's retired, which was weird. For me though, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna cut this ribbon, and so the mayor invited me to go there to do that. And then there was this explosion, and then nothing until I woke up tied up by a garland from you.
Okay. So I guess the one vital piece of information was you were shot with a ray gun.
I believe Ray Blaster was what he called it.
Laser beam.
Technical with guns around me, all right?
Point is, you had a little bit of a little eye crazies going on. So we just had to subdue you before you shot anybody in the crowd, because we are against killing people.
Right. And we can't forget, the Armin motto is that y'all never miss.
Yeah, I
Game
never
recognizes
miss.
Game.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just, bows are kind of overrated and stupid, especially when you can use something like this. So whatever you want to say is cool. Just make sure that you recognize that these are way better than bows, okay?
Well, I mean, sure, but like if you have like really good arrows, depends on the arrows you're using. Also, stealthy. I can shoot a target from 1,000 miles away, and they wouldn't even know that I was there. So
1,000 miles? All I could
Yeah.
do is turn into a chicken. What the fuck?
well, it's the Amazing Armwin way. We have very fancy arrows and a lot of tech, and yeah, that's it.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, at least we used to until my dad just lost oomph out of nowhere, which I thought was weird.
The fuck
Anyways.
is oomph?
Yeah, he just lost his all drive to like save people and help and do shit. He just sits in front of the TV all day now.
I thought oomph was like a special ability or
did-
something.
Did
Tell
that
me you just
start
forgot how
at
to
some
shoot a
point,
bow?
or can you? Did your dad, like, was it all of a sudden, or was it gradual? Because I mean, like, sometimes men just lose testosterone and they get weak and feeble, and it's hilarious
That's
to watch
true.
them try to make groceries.
not-
but like,
Not my dad though. The Amazing Armwin would never. I don't know. One night we were like eating dinner together. That friggin' Tyson place just opened next door. You know what I mean? They're a new like restaurant chain. We got some like food together, which I thought was great. And then after that, he just sat in front of the TV and kind of never got up. Of course, I didn't eat. I was like, nah, I'm a vegetarian.
Welcome to the nerd
anyways.
herd, you dang nerd.
Who's this? Debbie Snacks
Well,
is giving
God,
a tier
no,
ones up in the
Debbie
Ground Scouts community. Oh, shit.
Cheers.
Dagonite. Cheers, Debbie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, it's because you want this again, don't you, Debbie? Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Thanks, Debbie. Happy marriage. Out of context, that makes no fucking sense. Woo. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate you for supporting the show. Yeah, anyways, I mean, that's it, I think.
Fund this event or make happen? Didn't Tyson like sponsor this event with
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
See, I told you. Told you it was probably going to be a bad idea. We showed up there today.
We didn't even get any hot dogs. This is stupid.
I know.
I know.
Hey, man,
I'm
you-
starving.
Yeah. Well, whatever you do, I would just, eat healthy, and that's my recommendation. Then,
Well, how
just
about
as he
this?
says, recommendation, General Electric speaks up, and he says, Sergeant Krieger, sir, we have a message for you that just came in.
Okay, what does it say?
Would you like me to play it?
Yeah, play.
And he, the door to his washing machine opens, and then, from inside, a little screen comes out, and, and, there's just, audio waves on the screen that start playing, but it's
Thanks for showing yourselves to me. I will find you and figure out more of who you are. You have fallen right into my trap.
and then the message ends. Message complete.
General Electric, are you able to retrace that IP back to its original source?
Let me try. No.
All right. Well, Jesus Christ. The only way this could have happened is if you weren't using a goddamn VPN looking at washers and dryers on Amazon. So next time you're browsing, use the goddamn VPN, General.
I'm done looking at washers and dryers. I've moved on to better utilities, like refrigerators.
God, that's kind of kinky. Anyways.
Some of them come with screens.
Just
It is
be
attractive.
more careful when you're getting around, because that's the only way this guy couldn't have gotten our IP. All right.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. And Armin's like, And that, my friends, is where we end our story for tonight. Unless you have something else you want to say or do or add to our comic issue before it ends.
I think just being left in a dingy looking container, just looking puzzled, mysterious,
Okay.
confused, but also slightly annoyed.
And completely forgotten the babysitter at your house as it strikes 3
I
a.m.
paid her extra money. She be fine.
Okay.
This ain't the first time that old Wild Shapes had to pull an all-nighter.
Sora's added some fan
Probably
art.
won't be the last.
Hell yeah. So we're going to do, after these final editions, don't go anywhere because we are going to do thumbnail poses, and then we're going to come back for our breakdown where we're going to talk a little bit about tonight, and we're going to look at everything and anything that was submitted into the Discord from involvement from you guys tonight, whether that be fan art of characters or NPCs or suggestions or clips, screenshots, whatever. We're going to check out all that stuff because we love it. So, who have we missed? Astral? Anything you want to add to the story of something maybe you're going to go do, something you want to do here, anything else like that, just to end in this final panel of our comic here.
I'm going back for snacks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back for rat snacks. I'm getting my box.
Goes back to the sewer. The panel ends with you two
Bring
sitting
back
by
any
yourself.
live ones this time. No live. All dead.
Mostly dead.
All of them dead. Kill all of them before you bring them back here. Please and thank you.
But Julius Squeezer likes them live.
No. He's not allowed to have live ones anymore. 2 of them got loose. They started fucking, and then my whole place was filled with rats. All right? I do not do rats.
They started fucking. It's all full of damn rats. And that's the final line in the comic. They started fucking. Now it's full of rats. All right, let's do a thumbnail pose. We already did earlier. We did this first comic panel, and I do have another one for thumbnails for you guys to Photoshop and have some fun if you want to. I do have a second one. It's a little bit different. Is it this one? Is that the one we're on? No, this is the different one. Here we go. And now I can put us into the little squares. Which square you want to be in? Huh?
I like mine.
Well, that's almost the same layout as before. Give me that square. I want that square. She punched me in the face tonight.
Yeah.
I want her sandwich.
That's true. She punched me in the face. Now we're mad.
Oh wait, no, you're this way now.
Oh no, that's running. That's not what I wanted.
Your cloaca's in my panel.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Get your cloaca out of my panel.
I'm sorry.
Get your cloaca out of here.
All right, and 2 empty panels for any kind of fun other shit to add in from other screenshots. Anyways, everybody do a pose. All right, I hope it's good. That's it. Now, if anybody in chat has any suggestions for literally anything, go on ahead and feel free to throw it into chat. But if you guys will, for me, please, just do another hero pose, different from the one you did earlier, just for some more stuff for me to use. Just a different hero pose. There you go. There you go. That's pretty good. Hold it, screenshot it. All right, everybody, we'll be right back for our breakdown in just here 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right the heck back. Maybe even 5 minutes, you don't know. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, for real. Appreciate y'all. This was so much fun. All right, we'll be right
We'll go, Team, see away from me. My tiny little legs can't keep up.